What are you eating?
Um, a yellow sticker dinner. It's couscous with prawns and lettuce, all of which was reduced. But Becca just tried it and thought it was horrible, so I put it all in a frying pan with some taco seasoning, and it tastes all right.
Some fried lettuce. Nice. I said, let us take a minute for you to finish your breakfast, and then we'll start the podcast.
Got some chickpeas in there as well.
Oh, nice. That means you can hum us a song.
Very good. In fact, I'll tell you
Full
what,
of them.
here's one for you. What's the difference between a lentil and a chickpea?
Go on.
No one's ever paid good money to have a lentil on their face.
Hello and welcome back to the Forfeit Fantasy Draft. I'm Evan Jones, and this
Is Joe Street, and we are going to be with you for the next 40 or so minutes talking all things Premier League, all things football. We're going to be quizzing each other as well, and we're going to be talking through the fantasy Premier League draft that we do each week, along with our silly forfeits.
which is the most important part of the show, which is why everyone's here, Joe Street.
It is indeed, and it's also why I probably should have done my one from last week, but as you can see, my hair is dead straight. Yeah, not quite.
Unlike mine.
Not quite the way it's meant to be. It's getting, mate, mine's going to get to your length in a minute. Give it a couple of weeks.
I doubt it.
It will. I'm a grower, not a shower.
Anyway, should we get right into it?
I think we should. Where would you like to start this week?
Well, what I'd like to do, because you had a very successful week of guessing scores last week, let's go straight into that. Let's get some results up, and I'll give you your scores that I've got written down.
Okay. I've not actually paid any attention to what my guesses were last week and whether they were correct or not.
Well, let's just say,
So,
if you read out the results, I'll give you your scores, and you might be slightly surprised at a couple of them.
okay. Well, Newcastle, Bournemouth.
Yes.
I am surprised at that.
Yeah.
4-1 to Bournemouth.
You said 2-1 Newcastle. I think that took everyone a bit by surprise, that 4-1.
It did. Clivert absolutely cleaned up this week, I think. So presumably that was a nil point.
Nil point for that one. Right, next game.
West Ham 0, Crystal Palace 2.
You said West Ham 3, Crystal Palace 1. Still on 0 points.
Okay. Brentford Liverpool. Surely went for a Liverpool win, didn't I?
You said 2-1 Liverpool, and the correct score was
2-0 to Liverpool.
1 point for Joe Street.
Leicester at home to Fulham was 2-0 Fulham.
You said 2-1 Fulham, so another point on your list.
Okay.
Very close, though. Very close.
It's all right. It's all right. Arsenal Villa was 2-2.
You said 2-0 to the Gunners.
Okay.
So 0 points for that. So Saturday you didn't do great, but wait for Sunday and Monday. You might feel a little bit happier.
Okay. So Forest. Hang on. Yeah, that was. I mean, this is my problem. So I'm reading it. It says Monday here. It's like it wasn't. It was a Sunday, surely.
Oh yes, Sunday.
I'm ahead. I'm in down under, as they call it.
Yes.
But Nottingham Forest beat Southampton 3-2.
You said 5-0 Forest.
Okay. So I'll take the point. I'll take the point there.
Now, speaking of down under, Spurs are down under both of us in the league, aren't they?
They're certainly down under us because we're doing all right. Now we got our little win in the weekend.
Yes.
Are they under you?
They are. They're down under us.
Oh, wow. Wow. Disappointing.
Shit.
My mother
Not
will
for
be
me.
devastated.
Well, my mum is happy. What was the next result, mate?
To Everton 3-2. Everton.
It was
3-0.
Spurs
2. Again?
You put 0-0. You said 0-0.
Yeah. Wrong. Man United lost at home to Brighton 3-1.
You said 2-2.
I'm not doing very well this week.
Just wait.
Man City battered Ipswich 6-0.
You said 7-0, mate. I know. I was
Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying.
gutted for you. That would have been shouted this season, mate.
All right, and then Chelsea Wolves 3-1. What did I say?
You said Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. So, 3 points. Great way to finish the week. Very happy with that. Well done.
I'll take it. Oh, yeah.
So coincidentally, you got more points in guessing the scores than you ever did in the quiz.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got consistently 5 points in the quiz, so I'm happy enough with that. But
with edits,
hopefully we'll do better. Am I going to get a chance again today, or is it your turn to do mine?
You'll get another chance. Don't worry about that.
Okay, lovely. All right. Well, in terms of those fixtures, you did end up winning this game week.
I did.
Now, one certain thing happened between times, didn't it?
What's that?
After we'd agreed our transfers.
Yes.
You didn't make yours.
I didn't make mine. I fucked up.
I'm not going to lie. Secretly, when I woke up the following morning and I realised what had happened, I was full of so much joy.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I might actually be in with a chance now.
Enemy of progress. That's what you are.
But, but fair play. Even with the team that you had, you didn't got wood, or you didn't have wood, I suppose, as they say. And you still managed to win. I can't remember how many points you got, but you had a pretty good week. 56. So Haaland, 6 points. Watkins, 8. De Bruyne, 12. Bruno, 8. Van Dijk, 6. Guardiola, 6. Yeah. Good week for you. Good
week.
I don't know how I got on. I'll tell you what I do know is I saw a little meme the other day about Wolves losing to Chelsea 3-1, everyone being really happy, and obviously Jackson nor Palmer got involved in any of the action.
I was very happy.
I was fast asleep while the game was on, but I watched bits, and I feel like a couple of them could have been assists. Very, very, in fact, 2 of them were very, very close to being assists, but I don't think I would have won anyway, because I only really had, Trent and Foden got me 30 points between them. I was really, really gutted about Savinho being on the bench, because I feel like, again, he would have torn things up, but quiet week for Isak, quiet week from Bumo, so yeah, deserved win, let's say.
Deserved win. And just for those at home that don't know what Joe has to do, seeing as he lost that week, this lovely mop on the top of his head is going to be nice and curly by next week, because he's got to get himself a perm.
I do. So that's going to be a laugh.
For me.
I thought in my head, when I kind of said yes to it last week, I thought it's fine because I'm not really working per se. I'm sort of on the other side of the world, and I'm just doing a bit of writing. Obviously, I'm going to football training 3-4 times a week, though. So yeah, that'll be fun, won't it?
Yeah.
Turning up. Oh, lads,
Tom, which you clearly hear.
So yeah, particularly as the team that I'm training with are pretty bloody good. I think we had this discussion last week, didn't we?
Yes.
Our goalkeeper was on the bench against Chelsea a few seasons ago. That's my new claim to fame. I was actually on the way. We had a friendly this weekend. I'll tell you a little story. We had a friendly down in the Gold Coast, which is a lovely part of the world. It's actually where we're planning on moving very, very soon. But the game got called off after about 60 minutes because it was just torrential rain. Really annoying, really frustrating. But on the way down, I got a lift with one of the other lads, and he was talking about all the English guys that came over to play in sort of the Brisbane area, and he was talking about some players, and I was like, I haven't really heard of any of them, but obviously the way he talks about them, they were just guys that came over to play, and he mentioned one guy that had previously been at Palace, and I was like, in my head, being like, yeah. No, I don't know him. No. We never came across each other on the circuit. But he obviously mentioned his name. And then I was on Instagram the other day, and something came up, and I started having a little look through, and he was on that bloody list that I found. Now, this list is going to be where your quiz comes from. So it's led us quite nicely into this, but are you ready to have a go at this week's quiz?
I can't wait, mate. I love it when you get me a quiz.
If you're ready.
I'm ready for a quiz. Let's go.
There have been 51 teams that have played in the Premier League at any given point.
Right.
You have 90 seconds to give me as many club top goal scorers for those teams within that time in the Premier League. Does that make sense?
Right, so just so I'm clear, it is the all-time leading scorers of those teams?
Within the Premier League, yes. So the most amount of goals in the Premier, however many goals those teams have played in the Premier League, I just want to know who's scored the most of them out of each team.
Okay.
So you have 51 correct answers.
Okay.
You have 90 seconds.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Then let's give it a go, shall we?
Thierry Henry.
Correct.
Agbonlahor.
Correct.
Frank Lampard.
Correct.
Michael Antonio's for West Ham. Alan Shearer.
Correct.
Oh. Sorry, what am I talking about? What am I talking? I didn't mean to say that. Harry Kane is what I meant to say. Are you still there?
Correct. Yeah, sorry. You went a little bit quiet. There you go.
Right, Wayne Rooney, Man United. Harry Kane, Tottenham.
Just going to double check. Wayne Rooney is correct. Harry Kane presumably has got to be correct as well, surely.
Let's say I'm going to go for Robbie Fowler.
For Liverpool, presumably?
Yeah.
Robbie Fowler for Liverpool is incorrect.
Do I get one guess per team or can I keep going?
You get one guess per team.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Let's
3, 2,
go.
1. That's your time.
I'm done. Shit. 7. I got 7.
You think you got 7. I think you might have got 8.
Go on.
Because for me, Alan Shearer is both the correct answer for Newcastle and Blackburn. Correct. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, would you like me to talk you through some of the rest of these?
Yes.
Should we go through all of them? Yeah, that's all.
If we can, if you have them in a list, I won't add them to my score. But if you just say the team, if it says it, and if I don't get it in 1 second, tell me the answer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to do this with all of them, just because hopefully it's interesting for me.
I like that.
You got Arsenal, you got Villa, Barnsley.
Never going to get that.
Neil Redfern.
Oh,
Birmingham City.
Neil! Birmingham. No.
Used to play for Chelsea, number 32. Finish. Used to finish quite well as well.
Idiger Johnson.
Mikel Kel Forsell.
Oh, yeah.
Blackburn 112 was Alan Shearer. Blackpool.
Yeah. Blackpool never would get it.
DJ Campbell. Bolton.
Bolton, I would go Kevin Davis.
Correct. Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, I would probably go Solanke because he's the only striker I know for Bournemouth.
Wasn't really there for long enough, so it was actually Josh King.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed him.
Bradford.
No.
Dean Windass.
Oh, nice.
Brentford.
Ivan Toney.
With that, actually.
Oh, fair. Fair.
I think him and Mbumo both overtook Toney relatively recently. Brighton.
No idea.
Pascal Gross. Number 49. Should have had him in your team this week. I said number 49, sorry. 49 goals for Burnley was...
Chris Wood.
Yeah. This is the lad that I was talking about earlier. Cardiff City. Jordan Much.
Oh, yeah.
Is currently playing for Gold Coast Knights in Australia, down the road from where we are.
I remember him on Thieves.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't tend to play that much.
Oh, fair. I play a shit ton of FIFA anyway.
No, I didn't tend to play that much.
Yeah.
Never mind. Charlton, Jason Ewell.
Okay.
Coventry City.
No.
I'll give you a clue. He presents Homes Under the Hammer.
Dion Dublin.
61 goals.
Right.
Crystal Palace. Got to get this.
Palace. I'd say Zaha, man, just off the top of my head.
Correct. Derby County.
Derby, I would say fucking hell. No.
Dean Sturridge.
Never would have got that.
Everton. This is long, by the way. Apologies for anyone that's getting a little bit bored, but yeah, we'll get through it anyway. Everton.
Big Dunk.
Romelu. Big Rom.
Wow.
Fulham.
Let's go.
Stop! Don't say any more. Don't say any more words. What did you just say?
Let's go.
And if I said I runs, you'd say.
Let's go on. Who is it?
How many Americans do you know that played in the Premier League?
Clint Dempsey.
Correct. There you go.
Nice. I run. You don't know where I'm from, dog.
Huddersfield Town.
Never.
Steve Mounier. Hull City.
I'll go Windass again.
Nikica Jelavic. Ipswich.
I would say Matt Holland.
Marcus Stewart. I might just start rattling through these because it's taken a little bit too long. So Leeds, we've got Mark Viduka. Cool. Leicester City.
Vardy.
Correct. Liverpool, Mohamed Salah. Carlton Morris, Luton. Aguero, Man City. Hamilton, Rijkaard, Middlesbrough. Chris Sutton, Norwich. Chris Wood actually was a double. Chris Wood was a double answer because he's on there for Forest as well. Graham Sharp for Oldham, I think. And Yakubu for Portsmouth. Les Ferdinand for QPR. Kevin Doyle for Reading. Brian Dean for Sheffield United. Mark Bright for Sheffield Wednesday. Matt Le Tissier for Southampton. We've also got Peter Crouch for Stoke City. Kevin Phillips for Sunderland. Gylfi Sigurdsson for Swansea City. Jan Arga Fjordtuft for Swindon Town. Harry Kane, you got Troy Deeney for Watford. Cool. Peter Odemwingie for West Brom. Peter Odemwingie. Hugo Rodallega for Wigan. Dean Holdsworth for Wimbledon. And Raul Jimenez for Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Really?
I'm actually lost.
I tell you what, quick question for you. You've said the name on that list, I'm pretty sure. Who was the first ever scorer in the Premier League?
The first ever scorer in the Premier League.
The first ever scorer, and I'm sure you said his name on that list.
I mean, presumably Alan Shearer, I guess. I don't know.
I'm 90% sure it's Brian Deane.
Brian Deane. 2-1 win for Sheffield United over Man United. There you go.
There you go.
Right.
Right.
So, obviously this week I was meant to get a perm, and in fact I will get a perm. I will sort my hair right out. But we do have an existing forfeit that we haven't shown the world yet. So, dear world, would you like to watch Evan eating nothing but red food?
I don't.
Let's give it a go, shall we? Why not?
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
For the next 24 hours, I'm only allowed to eat and drink things that are red. Because I'm rubbish at forfeit fantasy draft. So I'm on my way to the shops now to get some red drink and some red breakfast. But I'm not entirely sure what the best flavour of red is for the day. Right, here, sparkling Rubicon. 6 calories for half the box, so 13 calories, that's definitely red. Yeah, let's get that down for a bit of breakfast. Black cherry and raspberry, here we go. Oh, bloody horrible. Nasty. I'll keep you updated. Joe said I have to eat things that are red all day, but he never said that I can't make them red myself. So for a bit of breakfast, we're gonna go some good old fashioned red pancakes. Let's get cooking. Oh, it looks like it could be a pancake. Hang on. I mean, look at this monstrosity. It looks more like a steak than a pancake. Ouch, it's very hot. It looks like flubber. But here's red meal. Red meal number 1. Oh dear. Oh, grim. That's rancid. We're just going to eat something else. Well, those pancakes were an absolute disaster. So here we go. A bit of reduced raspberries for breakfast. Red, as you can see. Raspberries are 7 out of 10. Red day going well so far. If I didn't burn my finger and burn the pancakes and make me look like a knobhead. Red raspberries. Wash it down with the rest of my raspberries. I'm having a lot of raspberries today. Let's move on to lunch. And we have got these flaming hot, extra hot Doritos. Is that red? I don't think that's red. That's red on there though. Okay, so that's breakfast in the shitter, lunch in the shitter. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's just drink some more of this lovely, horrible juice for lunch. I've got to have a nice dinner, man. I'm hungry. So our drink of choice for the day is called Physio. There's a joke in there somewhere. Oh yeah, that's proper red. Here we go. Let's replace the old... These things are disgusting, man. Physio, do not try. Do not try. Horrible. Just gonna throw it out there. I feel violently sick. Actually devastated. I ordered a lamb tikka masala, which for every Indian takeaway I've ever had has been red, and I've been delivered this yellow, orange. I'm just hungry, man. So I can't eat the food that I ordered, which is great. We go on to plan B. Let's have some more fizzo for dinner. Oh, for fuck's sake. One thing I did pick up was these, which are definitely going to be red. So let's have this for dinner. That's red, isn't it? Come on. Please. It's fucking red. Yum, yum, yum. Chewy. So yeah. Not been the best. Not the best day. Mate, I lost 3 stone that day for the lack of food. I
I'm not
was very
surprised.
disappointed.
Right, okay, so I got a little bit frustrated when I saw this video the first time because if it were me, I'm eating like I would say 5 to 10 punnets of raspberries, strawberries, like tomatoes, red peppers, and steak. Just a nicely underdone steak would have been fine, surely.
So I
Um,
tried to think
Powerade.
outside of the box.
Huh?
I tried to think outside of the box, and I thought,
Um,
well, I thought that the pancakes were going to be nice, number one,
yeah,
and I thought the dinner that I ordered was going to be red. How many times have you ever got a tikka masala and it's been
yeah,
orange? Never in my
that
life.
is a bit mad. It looks a lot more like a korma to me.
Oh,
So
mate, I was gutted. I ate it the next day, though. I was starving.
yeah,
As soon as 24 hours went past, cold curry. Have you ever seen that video of Carlton Cole in the snow? Where
no,
he's so
go on.
sweaty, his head's steaming, mate. It's brilliant.
I've not seen it. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's one of the funniest things. That was like I'm sure we were playing Man United, but it was snow everywhere. And in his interview after the game, head was sweating away. Brilliant.
No, I shall check it out. Friend of the shows
Yeah.
is our Carlton, isn't it? Gave us a little retweet the other day.
Listen, just because you're jealous, me and Carlton go way back, mate.
I knew about Carlton before you'd even heard of him.
Oh, when did he sign your helmet?
All right, fair. You win.
Are you ready? This is quiz of a lifetime. You've got 5 to beat, Joe. Are you ready?
Excellent. I am ready, yes.
The quiz will start when I ask the first question. Are you ready?
Yep.
In 2023, who replaced Julian Nagelsmann as the manager of Bayern Munich?
Thomas Tuchel.
Correct. In which year did FIFA formally adopt 3 points for a win system?
1930.
1995. Belfast City Airport is named after which Northern Irish football player?
George Best.
Correct. Romelu Lukaku has appeared in the Premier League for which 4 teams?
West Brom, Everton, Man United, and Chelsea.
Correct. In 2023, where were Wrexham players taken as a reward for early promotion to League Two? Correct. Which manager was sacked by a Premier League club in 2021 shortly after his 1,000th game in charge?
Roy Hodgson.
Incorrect. Which English football manager and former professional player is known as Big Sam?
Sam Allardyce.
Correct. Who was the top goal-scoring Asian player in Premier League history?
Son Heung-min.
Correct. A 21st Century Portrait is a documentary that follows which football player?
Not seen it, so I mean let's go David Beckham.
It's Zinedine Zidane, and that's time. So
how
let's
did I
just
do?
clear that up. Vegas correct. Son Sam Allardyce. That's 3, 4, 5, 6 points. You've only gone and done it, son.
Get it in.
Congratulations.
Excellent.
Congratulations. Well done. 1995, the 3-point system was introduced.
That is madness. That is absolute madness.
Did not know that.
I didn't get into football until 1996, so I suppose I wouldn't have. To me, 1995 and 1930, basically the same.
Same thing. Same thing. Do you know what I mean? We're actually closer to 2050 than we are 1995.
That's scary, isn't it? It's a little bit scary. Should we? I'm keen to kind of not let us lag too much on this. Shall we go into forfeits straight away and picking a new one?
Okay.
Let's do
it.
You're picking from my list this week, are you?
Let's go, yeah.
So I'm going to give you a choice here.
Yeah.
You've got 1 to 14.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to go for let me just write some stuff down.
Okay. Just throwing it out there for you guys watching at home, we are accepting forfeits from outside of us two. We have had some submissions this week, which I've added to my list. But if anyone's got anything that they want us to do as a forfeit, send them to either this account or Joe or I personally, and we'll add them to our list.
But in the meantime, no, you have 1 to 14 to choose from this week.
Let's go 1, 7, 14. Done.
1, 7, and 14.
Let's go. I don't like that face at all.
These are good.
Right.
These are good. Number 1 is a cracker.
Come on.
If
it's a fucking puzzle, Joe.
Number 1. Go to a sports fixture and as the game is about to start, put on a blindfold and don't take it off until the end.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. I like that.
Number 7. Take a violin lesson.
Okay.
Number 14.
Go on.
Apply to Guinness and attempt to break a world record.
That's on my list as well.
Is that actually?
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, you could probably leave it out and wait for me to pick it. But
Ooh. Ooh. Straight off the bat,
yeah,
what would you do? Guinness Book of Records.
I was thinking about it. It was a late addition to my list, and I think I was probably thinking about it because if I draw a long train, then I'm in there. Did you hear this recently? Yeah, I think what's his name? Harvey Price, Katie Price's son. I think he drew a long train, and it was the longest drawing of a train. I think it was about 20 feet or something. But I thought I could draw a 21-foot train.
Let's go Guinness Book of Records. I want you to break that exact record as well. I want you to go, and after you've done it, I want you to send a selfie to Katie Price and just go, ha ha.
I mean, I'm not going to do that. Specifically now that you said it, because that's horrible. That's mean behaviour. Mean behaviour.
Yeah, that's true. Let's cut that bit out. But
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what I'd go for. What would you do?
Number 14, apply to Guinness and attempt to break a world record, please.
Done. Handshake. There it is.
Handshake. Done. Now there's
right.
My Guinness Book of Records, right? I'm gonna do some research and I'm gonna see if there's a world record for every single like drink that you can chug. Because if there's not and there's one that hasn't been done, I'm gonna break the world record for that.
For every single drink you can chug?
No, so for example, what's the world record for chugging a pint of Iron Brew? And if there's not one for that, I'm gonna beat it.
And you would as well.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
And if not, I'm going to try and attempt to be the world's loudest shout.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to try.
All right. Well, I'm intrigued to see it. What I will say, as someone who has actually thought about this before, is that the application process is quite a lengthy one.
Okay.
So the reason I've worded the forfeit as it is, this is just for you to be aware. Apply to Guinness and attempt to break a world record. Apply to Guinness, obviously saying I'd like to break the world record, but in the meantime, obviously just try to break it, obviously, this week, presumably before you hear back from them. Okay?
So can I show you my one?
Quick.
Just so it's clear and you don't think I'm full of shit. Number 22 on that list, I'll rearrange it, says attempt to break a world record in brackets unofficial, because I thought the same thing as you.
There you go. Very good. I'm a little bit gutted you didn't pick number 1. I am a little bit gutted.
My thought process behind it is, as and when you come back to England,
Fair.
If you come back to England, that would be very funny for us to do together.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Let's get these transfers done quickly before this finishes. Question for you.
Yep.
I obviously didn't put my transfers in last week.
Correct.
if I wanted to change one of them, is that possible?
Well, to me, it would make sense as if we just go from scratch as
Not
in now.
doing that,
But
because you're going to steal Chris Wood if you win.
well, what I was going to say, the caveat in there was going to be, but I wouldn't be allowed to take any of yours that you were meant to have taken last week because you were still meant to have taken them. And if you'd released them this week, I still wouldn't be able to take them until next week. Does that make sense?
That's more what I'm saying. But what I'm suggesting to you is one of the ones that I subbed out. Can I keep him, or does it? I need to make those changes and then come back.
No, I think you can basically just keep. I would basically call it as like you've got 3 new subs now, and you can pick the players you had last week if you want to, or you can pick new ones. In the meantime, I'm not allowed to pick the ones you wanted last week.
Copy you. Understood. Yeah.
Okay.
Rock, paper,
So,
scissors. You ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Damn it.
Do you know what? I'm going to take it nice and easy on you, and I'm going to give you the lay of the board, because what I'm going to do is last week I wanted to sub out Anya, the not Forest right back, for Emerson. I'm just going to change that. I'm going to keep Anya, and I'm going to sub out Vardiol for Emerson instead.
Okay. Interesting. I'm going to go for Luis Diaz.
Oh, I knew you were going to get him, man. I knew you were going to get him.
And now this is a big one, right?
Come on.
Because he got me 19 points this week.
No.
But I'm gonna go Foden. I can't go Foden. How can I go Foden?
Listen, they're playing Chelsea, so.
But it's huge. Getting rid of Phil.
Big Phil.
Oh, hang on. Let me just. Man City lost last night, right?
Possibly, I don't know.
Let me just see what their team was. Savinho went off. Why did he go off? What happened? Why has he gone off? Sorry, I'm just doing a bit of.
That's all right.
I'm going to go Savinho for Diaz.
Nice. I think that's a better shout. You got to keep Foden. I told you from a while back you got to keep Foden. Now, Diaz was my next sub, right?
Thank God for that. Right.
Yeah, I know. So, plus we're going to run out of time here, Joe. I'm going to call it quits there.
Collins, or I would like to go Collins for Robertson, Andy Robertson.
Okay, how many Liverpools have you got now, mate? Sorry.
I'll just have a little look. I think I've got Trent, Andy Robertson, and Diaz. So that's my 3.
Okay, just making sure.
Are you sure you don't want any more?
Yeah, fuck it.
I need a big striker.
You do. Haze us out, man.
Forwards.
Get Kuna in.
I think I might. I was actually thinking Kuna.
But who they playing?
They've got Arsenal.
Yeah, but in the long run, mate, it's probably worth it.
But I think there's a chance he might
go to Man United.
I think he might go somewhere. I think he might go somewhere.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Cunha for Jesus.
Good shout.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah. So I'm done. Jesus out for Cunha, Collins for Robertson, and Diaz for Savinho. Bosh.
Come on, you Irons. Yeah. Chelsea.
Right, is that us done? Shall we call it a day?
Let's call it a day, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Forfeit Fantasy Draft. Make sure you check in next week to watch one of us try and break a Guinness World Record.
We'll see you then. Ciao.